Please understand that these are my own opinions. These are my own thoughts. This is what I felt about these products. Understand that me and you are possibly completely polar opposites. You may have flawless skin. I personally don't. So understand that these are my thoughts and this is what I felt about this launch. So this one here is Tan Golden. I want you to watch how that swatch oxidizes throughout the rest of this video. I want you to see how it goes from like this golden shade to like a more neutral gray shade. It's called Deep Cool 1. To Deep Cool 2. That's like a hair difference. Deep Cool 3, which I felt like was the darkest one that they have. Ooh, it's very rich. It's like of course, a big, huge jump, considering this is Tan Golden, then Deep 1, Deep 2, then Deep 3. Yeah. So a very huge jump. I don't like when companies do that. Like I absolutely positively hate that. Like, what the hell were you thinking? But you can't be like be thinking, like you can't. The next shade I'm going to try on is Deep Golden 1. And I'll put this right here. I'm going to go to Deep Golden 2. Okay, so I lied about how many shades there are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10. So I take that back. There are 10. I was trying to see if I can color match someone yesterday to see if I could find their match, just in case they wanted to go and look for them. So my bad. I apologize. I apologize. So here is Deep Neutral 1. I'm gonna go into the next shade, which is Deep Neutral 2. And I'm gonna insert Tan Golden 2. So, as you can tell, like this one right here has oxidized. It's dried down. Definitely dry down. Looks pretty close, but in person it kind of just looks like it would wash me completely out. Yeah, it looks like it would wash me completely out. So I'm feeling like this one right here, which was the Tan Golden 2, might be a better match, even though it's very golden. I'm gonna try those out. And see, remember this one, I feel like, you know, I'm pretty cool with. Like it's deeper than me. It's way deeper than me, but I feel like I could make that one work. But these two are pretty close. Pretty close. So on this side, I'm going to do Tan Golden 1. Then on the other side, I'm going to do Tan 2. Man, I haven't applied makeup with a stippling brush in so long. It feels so weird, but I kind of like it. Tan Golden 1 looks a little bit too light for me, or too light for my comfort. And still maybe a little bit light on the Tan Golden 2. You can't even see that color, which is tan cool. I'm gonna wipe off this side. Oh no, that's ashy. Yeah, that's ashy. Nope, 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 nope. Had faith in it for a second, but So I think we're gonna go with the Tan Golden 2. Include the Matte Ambition Mattifying Skin Primer. Hey, we're about to go ahead and start, you know, going into spring and summer, so I'm definitely happy that they came out with a matte primer. Has a slight smell. It smells like, if you like their spray, it smells just like the spray. It's nothing that smells bad or anything like that. It's kind of liquidy, which is different from me. For me, never really had like a liquidy, what you want to call it. I'm really wondering if the primer is the problem for the rest of this video. Primer, but this one is definitely liquidy. So I am going to apply the foundation with a dome brush and press it in. Okay, the coverage is supposed to be natural looking full coverage while reducing the appearance of oily looking shine. Okay, so I'm gonna apply with a stippling brush. I'm gonna apply it with my finger. I'm doing my best to apply this, but I don't know, sis. I'm not liking it. I'm not liking it at all. Okay, so I don't know about this here foundation. Trying to figure out how I can explain this like in the easiest understandable way, because I'm horrible with I'm trying to explain this the best way I can. I use my stippling brush, I use the dome brush, I use my finger, then I use my beauty blender. None of the first three worked, but the beauty blender did work best. As it's going on, it looks fairly liquidy. It's like a light cream. Definitely not full coverage to me. Like, I really just don't feel like it's full coverage, because I definitely had to layer it a couple times for me to get the coverage that I just feel like it's full coverage. I'll tell anybody every time, you know, I review a foundation, I feel like full coverage means that it's going to conceal acne marks. I have acne marks. I have dark marks. I feel like if it's full coverage, it is going to cover up that. It's going to cover up everything. So it was not covering up, and it's still not fully covered up everything, and I'm like on pump 2. Like I have 2 pumps on my face right now, and I still don't feel like I'm fully covered up. It's a soft matte when it finally dries down. There's like little to no transfer. It's definitely separating in my smile lines. Definitely separating, and it is accentuating the shit out of my skin. It's like I have so much texture going on. It's sinking into my pores. I don't know, like, I'm gonna just keep going have full spectrum concealers, and I believe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think there's 5 concealers, and I'm going to use. I took them out of the packaging, and they don't have the colors of them on the actual like product. I think I have light, medium, neutral, and tan, deep golden in my hand, if I'm not mistaken. I think those are what I have. I don't even freaking know because, wow. Slightly annoyed. Slightly annoyed. Okay, so I'm going to take... It's really... I don't know what color that is. You gotta do it to the other side, huh? But it looks olive. It looks really, really olive. I don't know. But it looks very olive-like. So I'm gonna take a lighter shade. Yeah, that's definitely, whatever color that is, it is definitely olive. Cause mixing this with it, it's like I'm going like over it so it can take away some of that olive look to it. Like it started to kind of look green, like a light pale green. Let me see about this here concealer. This lightweight concealer brightens skin tone, hides dark circles, and delivers flawless all-day coverage. Available in 6 shades. Okay, I've kind of let that sit. It is super lightweight. I don't really have dark circles, so I can't tell you if it's gonna cover up any dark circles, so don't let me lie to you about that. It's definitely brightening. I will say that. It's definitely brightening. Of course, probably because of the color I chose. But it has like, I actually have like damn near a beard kind of thing going on right here. It has settled around my hairs and like I can see all of my hair follicles. Like, oh my god, that looks so bad. Like it's bad on texture, sis. This is just gonna have to be one video of its own, but it's pretty bad on texture. Let's keep it rolling. So I'm just basically gonna stop the video right here because I had just basically had enough. Not only this video, but my last video on the Black Radiance foundations, which I'm gonna do another video for that. But to stay on topic, this foundation was not full coverage. I wouldn't even really give this foundation medium coverage. Mainly because I tried to do basically a pump and a half, and the coverage was so poor. Like I would have had to like zoomed in, micro zoomed in for you guys to see that my dark spots, kind of look green toned, but you can still see them peeking through after that pump and a half. Um, I'm actually gonna try and link another video down below for you guys so that you can see this other YouTuber's review of the foundation, because she did an excellent job. Like everything that I want to say in this video, she's saying in her video about the foundation. It took her about 3 to 4 pumps to get full coverage for herself. She just has rosacea. I have dark marks. And to take 3 to 4 pumps, that's a lot of foundation on your face. You hear me? Like, that is so much foundation. And to me, I just feel like when a company says full coverage, that has to also include people who have, hyperpigmentation, acne marks, people with rosacea, anything that, needs to be covered. That's what I feel like, only a company can say full coverage if it covers all of that. If it doesn't cover all of that in one pump, which a lot of companies try and tell us, like, all you need is one pump to full coverage. Like, if it doesn't take just one pump, your foundation is not full coverage. And that's how I feel right here. Secondly, um, I was not like saying this, but there was some tingling with that concealer. It was the weirdest shit ever. And so, like, I had gotten up right after, I filmed putting on the concealer, and it was just some type of tingling going on. I was like, what the hell? Then it was not full coverage. It wasn't medium coverage. Like, your full coverage, concealers, they kind of like, you know, give your under eyes a lift. And that's not what I got. It was just kind of flat, and I don't know how to describe it, but it wasn't full coverage, and that's totally fine. It's totally fine. That would be the type of concealer like you would what do you want to say, layer on top of something else that gives you, more coverage. Since this is only like a brightening concealer, and that's, like I said, that's totally fine. But there was like some type of tingling, and I ended up like having to like, I didn't take it right off because my mom came in the house and she was like, what the fuck do you have on your face? And I was like, what do you mean? Why are you that color? Like, basically in person, I looked I looked more peachy than anything like that. And she was just like, your face looks like, kind of salmon. Like, I'm just like, okay. So I was just like, whatever. This isn't the foundation, of, my choosing. I don't, yeah, it's not a something I'm about to go out with. I'm just reviewing it. But like on camera, like now that I'm looking at it, it looks, it looks way better than what it did in person. The bright lights can have like a small take in, why it kind of looks, okay. But like when you turn off all those lights, and you're looking at it in the mirror, it's just like, wow, like this color is so off. Um, then, I still continued to try and go on, even though the tingling kind of subsided. I tried to apply like the powder. The powders, in my opinion, I do feel like give you like a bit of coverage. I'm gonna tell you right now, it's gonna be so hard for you to choose a color. They're like 10 shades, and they're like orangey tone, they're pinky tone. It's it's just like, I don't know how to explain it. They did not, like, if, how do you want to say this? Like, I'm really, really frustrated about it. But you're really going to have to try and find your color. And knowing that, you can't just pick or try out the foundation or try out the powders in store, you're gonna have a hard time. So I hope you guys are able to find your shade. I hope there's somebody out there with better reviews than me, but uh, I'm really frustrated because you have a company giving you something and you don't have anything good to say. Um, yeah, it's it's crazy, but like I said, I won't you know feel bad for the fact that I have acne and I have the hyperpigmentation left over from my acne and stuff like that. Like I can't feel bad about that, and that the fact that I want it to be covered up. You know, I look at the people on Instagram who have like super clear skin and they're like, "Oh, this is, awesome. This is full coverage." And they have like, beautiful and great reviews of the foundation, and here I am. I'm having to take more of the product, for it to, work for me. I'm not mad at colors and stuff like that. I'm more, a little bit, I don't know. I'm still mad at the colors a little bit because there was a jump in the colors, but still, like, it's not full coverage. I'm gonna just leave it at that. And like I said, I'm going to link the other YouTubers' video down below so you guys can get another understanding and see what I'm really trying to say, because I'm terrible with like trying to explain things. But you guys, I'm sorry, but I couldn't do it. Like I couldn't go on with the video. Like I just couldn't. Um, sorry guys, but thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate all you guys. If you tried the foundation, please leave me a comment down below. Tell me how you like it. And I'll see you guys in my next video.